Live from Richmond Studio at the University of Illinois, Good Morning Illini.
Well, it is Good Morning Illini's 9th birthday today, Ashley.
And boy, Aaron, do we have a lot in store for you guys.
Oh my gosh, from an upcoming climate protest to a new place you can get an extra large sandwich.
Oh, plus, what's so special about the Year of the Horse and a GMI legend.
All coming up right here, right now on Good Morning Illini. I am Aaron Anastas.
And I am Ashley Howarder. Welcome to your weekend. Now, Aaron, we have a lot of good stories in this episode, but what are you most excited for this weekend?
This weekend, I'm so excited to just have a weekend off after this beautiful week. Lovely weather, but I'm going to be seeing a movie at our local theater at the Virginia, one of my favorite local venues. What do you have interesting going on?
I'm going home this weekend. I'm so excited.
Lovely.
And yeah, I just can't wait to just get a break, you know?
Well, this is a great way to cap off your week celebrating the birthday of our beloved show.
Well, starting off for our beloved show, I'm going to be giving you guys an insight of the road from a bus driver's point of view.
Distracted walking is becoming a serious safety concern on campus. Bus drivers are trained to watch for pedestrians, but transportation officials say more students are crossing streets with their eyes on their phone instead of the road.
I get it, there's a lot going on. We're very much connected in our world, and our phone is our number one gateway.
Pedestrian safety is a big concern for MTD. Drivers are always anticipating unpredictable pedestrians.
We're always trying to anticipate the actions of others. We're looking at people on the sidewalk, because sometimes people don't always cross at crosswalks.
It might seem harmless to send a quick text while you're walking across the street, but it only takes a second to miss what's going on around you.
To prepare for unexpected hazards, drivers train on simulators and private lots before ever picking up passengers.
It doesn't matter the circumstances. We should always be at top peak performance, because the thing is, you never really know when a hazard may manifest.
We should always be aware of vehicles on the road, much like the drivers are aware of us.
We always think safety first, customer service. So everything that's done in a bus is done to protect the passenger.
On a campus this busy, drivers say safety depends on everyone, not just the person behind the wheel.
We want to be a reliable thing. And
You know, it's GMI's birthday, but it's also the third Friday of the month, which means it's Third Fridays for Divestment Day. At 2:45 this afternoon, Fossil Free Illinois is hosting a protest against the university's investment in fossil fuel companies. The group will meet at Alma Mater for what they're calling a quick and loud protest. For more information on the organization and their efforts, check out their Instagram at Fossil Free Illinois. And you know, Fossil Free Illinois isn't the only group trying to make the campus green. It's February, and I think all of us are ready for the warmer weather to stick around for more than just a little bit. But what if I told you that there was somewhere on campus that made it feel like summer all year round? Our very own Claire McDaniel has more.
The Daily Illini called it the best kept secret on campus back in 2005.
It's a little tropical gem in the middle of campus.
The plant biology greenhouse and conservatory is home to more than 200 species and 60 families of plants from all over the world. It's just steps away from the Funk Library, and students can visit anytime during their daily hours of operation. No entry fee or appointment needed.
Knowing that we have the conservatory, which is where we are now, is something that people don't know. And it's really nice when it's winter and you want to go somewhere warm, and there's all the different rooms to see a bunch of different things.
The plant biology greenhouses are home to hundreds of species of plants, from desert species to the tropical plants that I'm surrounded by right now, from palm trees to papyrus to cacti, and even some carnivorous plants.
And just what are carnivorous plants?
The carnivorous plants have that extra factor of being able to eat their food.
These plants are carnivores, and they snack on the occasional fly that crawls into their green bellies or lands on their sticky leaves. But these carnivores aren't the only showstoppers at the greenhouses.
We do have some cactus areas I think are so unique here, especially being in the Midwest. Not a plant you get to see very often.
Noah Volan is a PhD plant biology student studying resurrection plants.
They can go long periods without water, the tissues completely dry up and a normal plant would die, but once they get water again, the same leaves will turn green, unfurl, and continue to grow.
The greenhouses offer more than a host of natural wonders. They're a place where students can get away and enjoy a slice of tropical paradise in the middle of campus.
On campus and in life, a lot of us are busy doing projects, activity, balancing work, life, and so I always hope that when people visit, they can take a break and literally smell the roses.
If you thought the only excellent thing about the University of Illinois was me and Aaron, well, unfortunately, you'd be sorely mistaken. One of our own professors is now elected into the 2026 class of the National Academy of Engineering. Christopher Bertram is officially a professor in chemical and biomolecular engineering with a focus on separation sciences. This semester, he is teaching 2 courses. He has one course about separations and another he created about pharmaceutical engineering. And all across the globe, people are celebrating Lunar New Year, and U of I is going all out for the festivities. Caitlin, what is making this year so special?
Well, Ashley, this week kicked off the Year of the Fire Horse, which means 2026 has officially begun. That's at least for anyone following the lunar calendar. Lunar New Year is a Chinese celebration reining in the newest season. And to celebrate the holiday, the Asian American Cultural Center has put up 5 different dragons all over campus. Now, these dragons are on tour and can be found in a new location nearly every day. Each dragon comes with a sign explaining not only their significance, but the impact of the holiday as a whole, offering a chance to bring a piece of Eastern tradition right onto campus, which we've seen making all the difference for students celebrating other holidays away from home.
I'm from India, and we have Diwali. Now, when Diwali is celebrated, that makes you feel at home. Even though you're not at home, you still feel part of the community. It's really important to have events that
now, if you're not already
convinced
to search for these dragons, you can also win a swag bag by taking a selfie with the beasts and tagging AACC Illinois.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. Now, are you going to be getting that swag bag?
Yes, exactly. If there's anything that's going to be free, trust me, I'm going to be there because, I mean, why not? You get to see the dragon and you get a free bag, or at least you're entered in the raffle. I mean, it's just, why wouldn't you?
Well, happy Lunar New Year, tongue twister. You're invited to celebrate with us right now on campus. Neon Hua, or New Year Picture, is up at the International and Area Studies Library. They are fun pictures put around houses, and they're known to protect and bring in good luck. Like Caitlin just mentioned, it's the Year of the Horse. It's said to bring in energy, warmth, and independence. You can find all of this on the 3rd floor in the main library, and it'll be up until March 15th.
Well, up next, the meaning behind all of these Lunar New Year celebrations and how you can join in on the fun. Plus, an honored GMI legend live right here in the studio. Don't you go anywhere.
One system with a clear mission, statewide impact for the public good. We offer pathways that develops talent to not just work, but thrive. Our research turns breakthroughs into solutions for industries, healthcare, and everyday life. From Chicago to every region, we collaborate to solve problems together. Our impact grows each year, measured in billions added to the economy, jobs supported, and lives improved. Urbana-Champaign, Chicago, and Springfield are home to world-class classrooms, labs, and clinics. We partner with communities to improve health, education, and opportunity. The University of Illinois System. Join us to build a thriving Illinois for generations to come.
We've been talking, and social media is also buzzing about lots of luck going into the Year of the Horse. But now, let's get into why. I'm here with Amy Breslin, the Associate Director of the Asian American Cultural Center on campus. Good morning, Amy, and thank you so much for being here.
Good morning. Thank you
so
much for having me.
To just start off, can you tell me a little bit about your organization?
Yeah, so the Asian American Cultural Center has been around on campus for just a little over 20 years. And for about 17 or 18 of those 20 years, we've been celebrating Lunar New Year as a pretty wide tradition and wide celebration. But our goal at the AACC is primarily to foster cross-cultural understanding, not only for students, but also for faculty, staff, and community members, and to build up like Pan-Asian solidarity and community and healthy cultural identities.
That is so amazing. And what are some of the key traditions for celebrating Lunar New Year?
Yeah, thank you for asking. So for Lunar New Year, it is a celebration, it's a festival that does originate in China. However, it is celebrated across the globe, across many communities and cultures across Eastern and Southeast Asia. And so with that in mind, there are numerous ways and numerous different types of traditions and practices to honor and celebrate the festival according to different communities and different cultures. Within the AACC, we strive as best as we can to honor as many of those communities and as many of those cultures and to be as inclusive as we can. So for example, while in Chinese traditional culture, you may eat like long noodle dishes to symbolize long life. In Korean culture, you might eat rice cake soup to symbolize clarity and abundance and prosperity in the new year. In similar, tradition with eating special foods, we partner with Housing and Dining for our annual celebration dinner. They curate a menu based on suggestions and advice that we provide to them. We also work with TASC, the Taiwanese American Students Club, to perform a lion dance for our community members and for attendees at the celebration, along with international education and lots of campus departments to facilitate activities and distribution of red envelopes.
Wow, that is so fantastic that you guys reach out to so many different groups and cultures for the Lunar New Year. Now, I just want to know, what is the history behind Lunar New Year?
Yeah, so Lunar New Year, it dates back, it dates back into China, and originally in Chinese culture, it follows not only the lunar solar calendar, but also follows the zodiac cycle. So many other communities and many other cultures also follow the zodiac cycle to kind of apply like a special importance and meaning to each year and to people who are born during those years. But ultimately, when we think about Lunar New Year today, we like to think about how it works to bring us together in terms of affirming our diversity, affirming and celebrating our cultures and our ancestral traditions, building community, looking forward ahead to prosperity, to long life, to good health, and to reuniting with our families and our loved ones.
That is incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, it's the Year of the Horse, I've heard. There's so much hype around it. What about the Year of the Horse is so special?
Yeah, so this is going to be, like you said, it's going to be a pretty high energy year. So we are looking forward to welcoming the Year of the Horse. It is the Year of the Fire Horse. And so, our predictions and our kind of horoscopes vary based on what year that you were born. For example, I'm a rabbit. And so I was predicted to have some challenges ahead of the year, but maybe some romance. So we'll see what lies ahead. No prospects yet. But anyway, so we're really looking forward to being able to bring some new life, new energy, and strong community, lots of power, and just big like people unity and people power into the new year.
Awesome. Now, I'm the Year of the Goat, so what does that mean?
I would have to look up on like the calendar on the line for you. We can research that afterwards.
Awesome. Wait, we're gonna have to do that. Okay, and with the AAC, how long are you guys carrying out these New Year celebrations?
Yeah, so our celebrations began last week. We've been very busy. We have had several celebrations happening almost every day this week. The Dragon Tour, which you had previously referenced, thank you so much for promoting that, will be going on through, I believe, March 3rd.
Awesome. Yeah, well, thank you so much for being here. We're happy to have you on. For more information on what the AAC is up to, head to their website at aac.illinois.edu. Coming up next, one of the founders of GMI is live in the studio to reflect the show's growth and the opportunities she's had since her time on the show. Don't go anywhere.
From harnessing the transformative power of computing and data sciences, to discovering new ways for environmental and agricultural sustainability, to opening new pathways for better patient care and medical discovery using AI. At Illinois, we develop and deliver ideas that positively impact the world.
We are back and hope you didn't miss us too much. Now, to celebrate GMI's 9th birthday, we've brought in an amazing piece of our show's history.
Good morning, Illini. I'm Lauren Scafidi.
And I'm Caitlin McClure. We have a lot in store for you on our first hour-long segment of GMI.
The day has finally come. It's officially Unofficial's 21st birthday. My name is Lauren Scafidi. I'm here at the Champaign Humane Society, here with my friend Leia.
9 years ago, 2 students sat right here at this desk hosting GMI Unofficial, and they helped shape what would eventually become Good Morning Illini. One of them was Lauren Scafidi. She was part of the very first group of journalism students who helped bring this little show to life. She talked with dogs, did some workouts, and ultimately helped create this very show. Since then, her career has taken off, taking her from reporting and anchoring in Cadillac, Michigan, you know this very well, all the way to Denver, Colorado, where she's currently working as a reporter. Today, she's right here, sitting right next to me in Richmond to talk about her time at GMI. Let's hear about your journey in news, what it feels like to be back at GMI. Lauren, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, we are so back. Hey, I recognize that girl in those clips.
Oh, yeah, who is that? Who is that? Oh, my gosh.
Erin, good morning to you,
Hi.
and good morning, Illini. It feels so good to say that. I haven't said that in 9 years.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, it feels so good to be back. Erin, it's kind of like coming home. You know, I spent so much time here in Richmond, whether it was for UI7 Newsroom, for GMI, as a Richmond lab monitor. It was so many late nights. It was a lot of early mornings because GMI started at 9 o'clock back then, so it was pretty early. It was a lot of late nights that turned into early mornings because we just never went to sleep before GMI. So it almost feels like I'm just coming home.
Good. Well, it sounds like you just have so much comfort in the studio, and it feels like you're back, like you haven't left. But just to make sure you feel fully back, we have a little piece of our history right here. I think the last time you held this little guy was back when you were hosting last, and now I just feel like it might be appropriate just slide back in that role. So,
Erin, this means so much to me. I was actually watching that clip, and I was like, wow. Where is that mug? I wish I still had that thing. I would drink out of it. So this really was a great surprise and so special. Wow, we're gonna have to fill this up immediately.
Yes,
I don't even
we'll
care
have to
if it's
fill
water.
it up. Yes, well, I'll cheers to you right now.
All right,
Good
cheers
morning,
to
Illini.
that. Cheers to GMI. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, of course. Well, thank you so much for being here. Just reflecting on your journey, you've been able to do so many amazing things since you sat in these chairs last. How much just retrospective have you been able to feel, even just being here this morning, looking back on how much you've grown?
It is kind of like a plant or a flower, if you think about it. So GMI just started as this little seed, this little idea that a couple of college kids had, right? We wanted a morning show. We thought, what if we did that? How cool would that be? How much would we learn? Well, we planted that seed, we created GMI, and while we had GMI, Erin, it was just like a little baby plant, maybe just a couple inches tall. Not really, you know, it was just starting out. Well, you guys have watered it and given it all of the care, attention, and love that it needs, and now GMI is just this big, amazing flower that has grown well over my head, standing at a short little 5'3". It is well over my head. It is just so special to see everything that you guys have done. So thank you so much for being such good caretakers of our little seed that we planted 9 years ago now.
Of course. Well, I'm not much one for gardening, but thank you to everyone here, not just me, everyone in the studio who you aren't seeing on camera right now. It's really everybody. Everybody has had a part in manicuring that plant, making sure we're still sitting here today. But you planted that seed, and to having seen this show grow the way it's done, it must instill such a sense of joy and just like self-validation and confidence to think, wow, we really did something here.
And you wonder how long it's going to stick around, right? We had it and we thought, well, you know, even if it lasts just 1 year after us, we did something. We made a difference. And like you mentioned, I think about all of the opportunities that I've been able to have because of this show. And whenever University of Illinois, when I was a student, when we brought in, you know, past alumni, I thought it was so cool. I thought they were the most amazing people. And I thought, wow, I hope U of I likes me enough to bring me back. So now to be able to be at the front of the room and explain to you guys the things that I have learned in my own newsrooms across the country at this point just means so much to me. It's really come full circle 9 years later.
That's absolutely fabulous. And since you are here, since you have stood in our shoes before briefly, do you have any just words of wisdom for us right here as we're heading out into our own paths in life?
I like that. I would say do things before you think that you're ready. You're never going to feel ready. You're never going to feel like it is the right time. You just got to get in there. You got to sit in that anchor seat. You got to go out there and do that reporter live shot and get it done, because nothing builds confidence like practice.
You have to get out there and you have to do it yourself. And that's exactly what you've done. And because of that, that's why we're sitting here right now. So thank you so much for coming in, Lauren. It truly means the world. Keep the mug if you want, and it is all yours. And please stick around for the rest of the show. We've got a bunch of great stuff coming up next. And speaking of which, coming up, we have some incredible stories for you soon to fill your planner for the next week. There are a bunch of events we're going to be talking about. Plus, a sneak peek at Monday's newest episode of everyone's favorite show at UI7 Newsroom after GMI, The Quad, right here after the break.
When we work together, we achieve the extraordinary. Across the state, we're breaking down barriers and bringing people together. And we're developing solutions that ensure all communities benefit from the progress that innovation inspires. The University of Illinois system is leading the charge to co-create a brighter future for everyone. Let's achieve the extraordinary together.
We're back and here to give you a look at what you could get up to this weekend. But first, a beloved campus restaurant is looking to expand.
Oh, yes, it is. I've been following this story very closely because, Ashley, who doesn't love a story about grease, guts, and thinking outside the box?
My stomach's hurting thinking about that, Aaron.
Well, get ready to sustain that pain a little longer because we are talking to Mike Rock here right now to tell you what it takes to make a truly fat sandwich.
Good morning, Aaron. Opening in 2008, Fat Sandwich has slowly but surely found a way into the hearts of every Illini. From the names to the in-store atmosphere, the business has long since implemented tactics far from regular restaurant practice.
As soon as you walk in, the restaurant's scribbled walls, blasting speakers plus karaoke set. Stepping in here, you know right away this is no ordinary dining experience.
Fat Sandwich, it's like kind of, the best way I can describe Fat Sandwich is just like one of those places you accidentally stumble upon, but then like absolutely just end up falling in love with once you just try the food.
Bashir Bobby Kamaise says all this creativity helps the restaurant to stand out, but it also makes the customer feel at home. Working in the kitchen is just half the job to Bobby, viewing his job to connect with each customer as if not more important than the quality of the food he produces.
They feel, okay, the workers and the faculties, they give them attention, and this is what matters to customers.
They boast over 26 different specialty fat sandwiches on the menu, with names ranging from quirky to ones not appropriate to list on a news broadcast. Customers can choose to get French fries, mozzarella sticks, or even pizza bites on their sandwich, with the owners sparing no ingredient when it comes to their food.
When they can come and do whatever they want to do. So it makes a big difference to them.
With over 24 choices for over-the-top sandwiches, customers can truly make their own meal.
Kamaise also shared plans of opening a new Fat Sandwich on campus, double the size of their current store. At 60 East Green Street, the $757,000 location is tentatively looking for an open date in May.
Okay, Mike, real talk. Now, the question that's been on America's minds. What is your go-to Fat Sandwich order?
So I actually have to be honest here. I've never gotten a sandwich until that night. I went for a fat substitute, pardon my language, and with barbecue sauce, not ranch.
Okay. And how did we enjoy this experience?
Biblical. It was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Mozzarella sticks, everything, the works. Decimated it in about like 30 seconds. I wish I could have put that in my clip. Didn't have time.
And you know what? Maybe that's for the better, Mike. But thank you so much for giving us that crucial piece of information. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to need to check that out right when we're done filming this. And now the University of Illinois might not have actual royalty, but one student comes pretty close.
Beauty pageants or these types of pageants aren't just about beauty. There's a lot that goes into it: communication, poise, and just information about Illinois and agriculture as a whole.
This package is silent. Krista Phillips is a senior in management and marketing, but she also just became the newest Illinois County Fair Queen. She beat over 75 other contestants and made history for her hometown of Effingham. She's using her crown to spotlight the Illinois County Fair and the families behind it. You can catch her full story on next Monday's episode of The Quad, right here on UI7 Newsroom.
Turning now from a campus cornerstone to a community building block. If you thought Legos were just for kids, think again. Claire McDaniel is here to tell us more about a student group that takes Lego creations to a whole new level. Now, Claire, how many levels are we talking about?
I want you to just imagine the entire main quad built out of Legos. But you don't have to imagine it because the Lego Masters actually built it. But creating the main quad out of Legos is just the beginning of what this UIUC group is up to. Lego Masters unites students from across the university through their love of designing, building, and even teaching with Lego.
It's just a collection of people that love building Lego in their free time. Either they built it as a kid or they're like adults, like really into the hobby.
Every Tuesday evening, around 40 students pack into one of the classrooms at Siebel Center for Design.
Alright everybody, we're gonna get started.
Stepping into a meeting feels like visiting a bustling little city, and it's broken down into 3 subgroups: engineering, education, and design. The engineering team creates motorized electronics out of Legos that they plan to display at Engineering Open House this spring. Their education team volunteers at local after-school programs, teaching STEM concepts through Lego, and the design team is the one actually designing and building their own Lego sets. Each one has its own unique theme, and it all starts with a digital design. All throughout this room, LEGO Masters are hard at work on their computers, putting together digital designs of everything from the main quad to Gotham's metropolis. And in just about a month, they're going to get a shipment of a bunch of these, and they're going to be able to bring their amazing LEGO creations to life. Some of their past creations have included Radiator Springs, floating islands, and of course, the University of Illinois main quad. Layla Trong has been involved in LEGO Masters since her freshman year and now heads the education pillar. To her, building relationships is what LEGO Masters is all about.
I think the best part is the community you get out of it, like the people you meet in the club, and then when I was going to the schools, getting to know the kids there. It's just really sweet. Because then you go back every week, and then when you leave, they're like, already? Like, are you guys coming back next week? Like, that kind of stuff.
While Legos are what brought this group together, the community is what keeps them coming back.
There are some people that see the club as like work, like, oh, they're clocking in to build like their project. But most people are just like, they show up because they want to hang out, and then Lego is on their computer as a byproduct of that.
To get involved, you can visit one of their general meetings every Tuesday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. in Siebel Center for Design, or check out their Instagram at UIUC Lego.
Well, thank you, Claire. And I don't know about you, but my upcoming schedule is looking a little empty. So, Aaron, let's get into some fun upcoming activities. What can we look forward to?
Oh, Ashley, we can look forward to a lot. Do you love the Union?
Yes.
Oh, goody. Well, do you love starting the weekend with a cozy night in?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, how about heartwarming adventures filled with the cutest animals on Earth?
Yes.
Oh, well, goody. The Illini Union has your perfect weekend plans. You and everyone on campus can go watch Zootopia 2 at 7 p.m. this Friday and Saturday. Catch Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde busting criminals in the Union's Pine Lounge. Zootopia 2 is just one of the weekend movies brought to you by the Union Board. You can catch other blockbusters like Five Nights at Freddy's, Wicked for Good, No Other Choice, and more every weekend at the Illini Union.
With midterms right around the corner, if you're like me and you need a way to de-stress from studying or just not study at all, the Illini Union has the perfect event for you. Next Tuesday from 5 to 7, there will be a pick, paint, and perfume event where attendees will choose a bouquet of flowers, paint it on the canvas, and then infuse the artwork with the essential oils. The event will ring in the beginning of a hopefully warmer season as the spring-inspired atmosphere takes over the Illini Union.
And midweek stress happens to most students on campus, but one spot in the Union helps them trade their textbooks for microphones. The Union is usually a quiet place for studying, but on Wednesday night, that stress turns into entertainment. With classes winding down for the week, students head to the Courtyard Cafe for karaoke night. Starting at 7, a line forms as people choose their songs and sing them loudly. It turns into a midweek tradition for those looking for a quick break during those study sessions. Sign-ups to perform continue throughout the night as more students join. The karaoke runs every Wednesday evening from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And that's not all. Not only does the Illini Union have karaoke on Wednesdays, but next week, the Spurlock Museum will have its very own hip-hop themed karaoke night. The museum encourages attendees to come and show off their best impersonations of their favorite rap artists from 7 to 10 p.m. in the Knight Auditorium. The event, called And You Don't Stop, is hosted by DJ Tap and is part of the museum's hip-hop convene. To find out more, you can visit their website at spurlock.illinois.edu to pre-reserve songs for karaoke and to see other events that are a part of their very own hip-hop convene.
Well, that looks like all the time we have for today, Aaron. We'll catch you next week, and remember to make it a
Good morning, Illini! Happy birthday, GMI!
Happy birthday, GMI!
Happy birthday! Yeah.